Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Clark. This is the Made in Paradise podcast, along with my co-hosts, Anthony Ferguson and Darin Fingleton. We sell big closeout deals. We're going to talk about that at the end of the episode. If you like big closeout deals, please like and subscribe. You'll hear some wonderful details about some fascinating deals every day, Monday through Friday. Today, on episode number 21, expanding minds have said, inquiring minds have said they want to know more about Darin Fingleton. So we're going to talk more about Darin today. I met Darin in an ayahuasca ceremony some 8 years ago. Actually. Yeah, well, we'll have a psychedelic lesson later. I met him in a psychedelic ceremony, taking a very potent psychedelic, and afterwards witnessed his dishwashing skills and thus hired him, beginning an 8-year journey that we've had together in the closeout business. I'll just say the merchandise business. But we're going to interview him today, and we're going to start with questions from Anthony Ferguson. Anthony, take it away.
Perfect. Darin, where and how did you meet your girlfriend?
Where and how did I meet my girlfriend? Well, I met her here in the mountains of where I live. I actually was picking up her mom because when I would drive to go to work with John, I would see her on the side of the road and she would go to the farmer's market. And I started picking her up, and that's how we kind of started. I would give her rides, and then I'd always see her coming back home and give her a ride back to her house. And I saw her daughter one day, and it just kind of went from there.
Right. So,
and we started talking, and I asked her out on a date.
So you used the opportunity to date Xiomara, right? Oh, I'm giving a ride to your mom. Okay.
Yeah. I had no idea it was going to turn out like that. I was just being nice, and she would always give me mango juice. So she always had leftover mango juice and tamales. And so as I was on the ride home, taking her home, she would always hand me either a bottle of mango juice that she made that morning or a tamale.
Nice. What is Darin afraid of?
What am I afraid of? I'm afraid of tight quarters. I have quite a bit of claustrophobia. Is that what you're trying to ask me of physically what I'm afraid of, or what?
Right. Animal or situation or feelings.
An animal. When it comes to animals, I used to have a lot of fears of snakes and spiders. When it says snakes, I don't like being that close to them. Spiders, I was terrified of being anywhere near them. But now that I've been down here, that's kind of all gone out the window because I've had snakes in the house and spiders, and there's not too many people you can call here to come take that out. And it would be honestly very embarrassing to call someone here to have them remove whatever that is. So I had to get over that fear and start removing them by myself.
So do you think you would be able to remove a snake? I mean,
yeah. In this moment, yeah. I've removed tarsier pillows from my house. Tarsier pillows are pit vipers, and they're the most aggressive and poisonous snake here in Costa Rica.
Well, he's just slaughtering that Spanish, right? Pronounce that snake's name correctly, Anthony, in Spanish.
Which one? Terciopelo?
Un terciopelo.
Terciopelo. Perdóname, mi español.
Terciopelo is the third hair. Why is that snake called the third hair, Anthony?
I have to look it up, honestly, but that's a common way.
Oh, see, what a tico. All right, next question for Darin. Next question.
If you could be someone else, who would you be?
Somebody else, who would I be? I mean, I've never really thought of that question. That would be, who would I be?
Right. Who would Darin be?
I can't say who would.
He's lost it already, right? He had that moment. There was something popped in his head right there. That moment. The first thing that popped in my head is I don't want to be anybody else.
So, right. Well, I thought. Well, I'm not going to say somebody because I don't want to be anybody else. But maybe what would I be doing with myself? And maybe that'd be, I don't know, doing something adventurous, something that I'd go and travel the world or do something of that nature, something that, you know, I still kind of want to do today, but haven't quite gotten to. I've traveled a lot.
International vlogger.
Right. Exactly.
You know, searching for fashion model talent. Next question.
There you go.
what does Darin believe in?
I'm sorry?
What does Darin believes in?
What do I
What
believe
does
in?
Darin believe in?
Believe in. Right.
Well, I believe there's a higher power out there that's constantly looking over us, and I feel like we are the answer to that itself. I feel like, you know, everything that we do today is going to affect us tomorrow, and our actions are who we are.
So do you believe like in your inner power, or do you like let's say pray to an image or to a feeling or to I don't know, what do you use like to keep your mind?
You say,
I
what does he imagine? You say, what does he imagine when he prays? Do you pray, Darin?
I do not pray. No, I am grateful every day for everything that do I pray to God? No, I give thanks to the Almighty power, but I do not pray. I do not take the time to pray.
Well, he did the evangelical about give thanks to the Almighty power. So you just clip that out. Give thanks to the Almighty power. But all thanks to the Almighty power. Just put it on a loop over and over and over. Now you got your evangelical poster child right there.
So okay, next question. I know, go ahead. You're about to say something, right?
No, go on.
Okay. Are you truly happy?
Well, I'm sorry. Let me interrupt you. It's not up, it's in. Right? That power you're talking about is in, not up.
Right.
It's not outside you, it's in you. So whatever you're praying to is in you, hearing you completely. Right. So God has never not heard your prayers, heard them all.
Right.
And I think you're always praying, because anytime you're thinking, I wish this was this, that's a prayer. That's it. And God hears it all because God's inside you. So
I've never really thought about that, but that's a very good way to look at it.
Right.
Thank you. I didn't just come up with that. Anthony, next question.
I have two more questions. So are you truly happy, or are you just pretending like some people?
I mean, what's he gonna? That's one question to elicit a lie.
I can say that for the most part, I'm
gonna say the truth, right? His face expression gonna tell us if he's saying the truth or not, right?
I can't answer it, and for the most part, I'm content with how things are going right now. Do I want more? Of course, I want more, but am I happy with what I got? Yes, I mean, I have everything that I currently need, and that's perfect for me.
Great. So I have one.
But everyone has desires.
Do you have everything you need in this moment, Anthony? In this moment, right now?
That?
If you do you have everything you need in this moment? If you do not think about the future or the past, right now in this moment, do you have everything that you need?
In the present moment, I have every single thing I need.
And can you think of another present moment sometime in the past where you really didn't have what you needed and you ended up not ever getting it? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you always got it, right? Whatever it was, you've always gotten it. You've always gotten this far. But in this present moment, it's hard to find present moments that we don't have what we need. We usually do have what we need in the present moment.
I completely agree.
So
the lights are usually still on, is what I'm saying. Sometimes the power company does come and cut them off, but they're usually still on. Go ahead, Darin.
Well, I was going to say, we're always thinking of what we want and what we need, you know, but is it truly what we need in the moment? So if you just say, well, I need this, I need this, I need this. Well, if you really break it down and you're just thinking in the future of what you actually need, but in this moment, what do you actually need? Are you hungry? Do you have no electricity? Did the water get cut off, or whatever it may be? Even if the water gets cut off, down here, the water was cut off for 5 hours. Well, we can go down to a tank that's just right down here. We can get water out if we need it. It's certainly inconvenient, but you know, there's ways of getting around it.
We had that tropical storm that hit Tinamostes, right? And where we were living up in the mountains, it blocked us. So we only had about 3 kilometers of road we could go in either direction because the roads were blocked. There was a landslide on both sides of us.
It was Hurricane Nate, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. There was no exit. And so we had only the food that was in the house. That was when I learned that peanut butter and jelly and tortillas are great.
And faith.
I'm mad.
And faith. All right, did you ask all your questions? Is it my turn?
One more, please.
All right.
Darin, there is someone you think you should apologize to, but you haven't?
No, I think I've said everything to everyone that I can think of off the top of my head. I think I try to be upfront with everybody that, I've encountered.
Right.
God damn it, he owes me an apology. We'll talk about it after the show.
Okay.
All right, it's my turn?
Yes. Prepare yourself, Darin.
All right. Darin, you've been in Costa Rica for 8 years. When was the moment you knew I'm not going back? Now this is it. This is life. This is going to be home. Home.
I would say after 3 months. And so we actually had a power outage that lasted 2 days. And I was sitting there just contemplating to myself, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I became good friends with the trapeze artist up there. And he had this whole trapeze setup. I mean, it's one of those things that you're flying circus, you're going up and down it. And I went up there and I was talking to him, and he told me, yeah, well, you can just come here every day that you want and you can train with me. And I just thought, well, this is incredible. Nobody does this back home. And all the other adventures that I can have daily was just, it changed the whole thought process, because back in Indiana, I felt like there was nothing to ever do. I mean, you either had to pay a lot of money to go to a zoo or whatever it may be to be able to do something that's actually fun, because it's all flat grounds. There's hardly any trails to go out and do anything. And here I can drive 10 minutes away and do whatever I really want to do. I hike waterfalls.
How many waterfalls within 10 kilometers of you?
I'm sure there's hundreds, but I'm sure there's 100. But I mean, the ones that I know of right off the top of my head, just give me one second.
There's a dozen, right? There's a dozen good ones.
Yeah, good ones. I mean, you can go to within 10, 15 minutes of driving. Incredible.
All right. What's the hardest lesson the closeout business taught you in 10 years?
The hardest lesson? I mean, you can't trust everyone. Can't trust everyone. You have to definitely make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. I mean, when you're doing a deal, make sure there's a contract, make sure that it's not just a spoken agreement. Do you like that one?
Brings like a lot of bad memories. Anthony, did you have a question for Darin?
No. I was about to ask you. I said, that's all the questions you had?
No. What's something about living here, Darin, that nobody tells you before you get here?
Something about living here that no one tells you. That everything runs a whole lot slower. I mean, maybe it was just the people, because I didn't really talk to anybody or do any research before I got here, but everything runs slower. And so I'll give you a story real quick. We wanted to open up a bank account. And so we're just tourists here. We're trying to open up a bank account. My dad just bought property down here. And so we go in there and we ask at this bank, what do we got to do to open up this bank? And she goes, oh, well, you got to go to these 3 places here, get these documents and come back here and give them to me. So we went out immediately and did that. We brought them back and she goes, all right, well, now I need these 3 documents. Now, please go out and get that for me and bring it back here. And so it was late in the afternoon. We said, we got to come back tomorrow. So we came back, we did that. And she's like, oh, I forgot. After we did that, brought them back. She's like, we need 2 more documents. And I stopped and I said, okay, is there anything else that you need before we go back out? Because I just want to make sure that, we got everything. We don't have to come back here.
What a naive gringo, right? What a naive gringo, right? Anthony, I mean, he's saying, okay, now I need to know right now in this moment if there's anything else. And that question is liable to get you a bad answer 95% of the time. They're going to just say, no, that's all. Go on out. And then you come back and you get a different person and they go, well, what about your whatever?
By the way,
that's exactly what happened. And my dad was with me. My dad was with me. And my dad said, I want you to shred every document you just got from us. We don't want a bank account here. We don't want one.
But that's an experience of a gringo coming here. And, I told the bank officer when I got my bank account and they gave my very first bank account here, I said, I bought my first house easier than this. And I did. I bought my first house. It signed less documents I had to sign to get that first bank account. You go, whoa. Whoa, man. Yeah, if you're in the money laundering business, Costa Rica is not the place for you to come. It's just not. It's just not. If you want to do something illegal, the banking system here is not the one, because they're going to look at you with a microscope. So
yeah, they
all right.
They look at everything.
Darin, what's your typical morning like in Costa Rica?
My typical morning. Well, I wake up and I have a glass of water with a fresh lime that I picked off a tree from the day prior, a little bit of salt, and I go out and I take a walk in the morning. I try to get that first morning sun. And so I look at nature, see whatever's going by. This morning, I actually had a bird trying to attack me while I was doing my workout out at the soccer field. First time it's ever really happened to me, but you know those green birds that has the white belly? They have like the black band going across their eyes. It was right behind a mango tree. Whenever I tried to do my workout, he'd fly right by my head. I felt him go through my hair, and then he'd do this loud screech right as he's going by. 3 times it happened.
Well, it's probably a female with some babies, right?
Well,
Oh, you think it's a male? It's a male protecting territory?
I have no idea because
your smell.
I'm 10 meters from this tree that, it's sitting by. I have no idea what I could have possibly been doing.
It looked like his lips said, yeah, it could be a smell.
No. What I'm thinking is that Darin first answered the way he did Shamara, probably the male thinking, what this guy is doing close to my territory, right? I saw this guy.
Yeah. What do you miss the most from the States, Darin?
The most? I would have to say friends and family. I mean, to be 100% honest, I do miss a lot of foods, but I'm glad that I'm not able to see, some family constantly, because you just have all that drama that comes along with it. And so that's kind of nice, but being able to just go back and see everyone so easily, that is kind of hard. I think that's what I struggled with the most when I first got down here.
What do you think you want people to know about you that's the hardest thing to transmit to them?
The hardest thing to know about me? I would say that
you want people to know about you, but it's the hardest to transmit. It's the hardest for you to help them understand. I want you to know this about me, but what do you think that is?
Well, I would say that I'm probably one of the most loyal and honest people. I try to if someone asks me to do something and I say yes, I'm going to be there to do it. And a lot of people,
What do you think, Anthony? I want an honest opinion, and I'm gonna call you out because I can look at your face.
No,
I'm gonna call you out. Is he loyal? You think he's loyal?
Oh yeah. I can't say the opposite of that. Definitely, he's loyal.
Yeah,
right.
We've been through some shit together. We would
We've
know, right? Like
shit.
you know about people when shit hits the fan, right, Darin?
Yeah.
Speaking of our favorite fake shaman from the valley, you know how people are after you go through some shit with them. You see how they react, how everybody else reacts, who runs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just kind of bringing that up because I have a friend that lives up there, and he's getting old. He's getting real old, and he's fallen down quite a few times. And instead of calling me sometimes, he calls another guy that lives even further away. And I just, the other day when he told me that, and I said, you can call me anytime, if you call me, I will be there to help you get up and for whatever you need. And so sometimes, do I want that burden of responsibility? Yeah, it's okay for that. And so I was just thinking about that, and I don't think he sees that. Or he thinks that he's going to be bugging me.
Well, when you get older, you don't want to impose on people.
Right.
Right. You think these people are busy. You don't want to impose on people. Who wants to think about having to have people change your diaper when you're an adult?
Right.
You see, you're losing your dignity. And so, you have to be considerate of that because you're surrounded by old people there, right? You're surrounded by people. In the next 3 or 4 years, definitely some of those people are going to die.
Yeah. Sadly,
right?
Yeah. It's funny because a lot of these people, they're coming to retire out here, and, they've been working every day of their life, and they're now officially retired coming down here. You could just tell that over the years, they decompose pretty quickly because they're not working. They're not staying active like they used to. And so have a buddy that he's been here now for 7 years. He is aged like you can't imagine. He's had a full head of hair when he came down here, and now it's all gone. I mean, it's
so he's brought the stress with him, is what you're saying?
No, I just think because he just doesn't do anything anymore. He used to weed whack. He used to do all that.
Oh man,
I mean,
no. If you're using your hair at that rate, you're stressed. You're just stressed. I mean, I watched my grade come on with some stress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You lose it that fast, but most people are carrying their baggage with them, right? They retire, go to that valley, and all the baggage is the emotional baggage, spiritual baggage is still with them. They're just in the middle of the jungle now. And we see this a lot, right? You see guys that come down and they get into the bottle, they get into alcohol, and that's all they do.
Yep.
Because they never had anything else to do but their job. And now that they're in Costa Rica and retired, they don't know what to do with themselves. They never devoted any time to their inner
hobbies or anything like that.
Peace or clarity, or a bunch of them never had any kind of hobby or anything.
Right.
I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to retire, which means to be away from vocation. I mean, I'll teach until y'all tape my mouth shut. But I think when you stop, I think that's part of the problem with dementia and Alzheimer's and all that stuff is exercise of the mind, right? Mind needs exercise just like the body does. And the telephone is the worst thing. Well, Darin, thank you for answering all our questions today. Anthony, you have one last question for Darin? After all this, did you learn about anything about Darin today you didn't know already?
Yes.
Darin, tell us one thing before we go that Anthony and I don't know about you.
Great.
One thing that you guys don't know about me? I feel like we've been together for too long. They put me on the spot like that. I have no idea.
Go back to when you were 12 years old. What did you do at 12 years old? When did you start masturbating? How about that? That worked?
Oh, man.
Look at it. Did you see Anthony's face? His head popped back like that right towards the camera. He was like, did he just play that on camera? I may have the possibility of offending dozens of people with that one comment.
Right. Well, no, I mean,
especially after you in the episode yesterday, Anthony Ferguson, all of your topics you came up with. Go ahead, Darin. I'll say one thing Anthony and I don't know about you.
One thing you guys don't know about me. I mean, that's really hard. I mean, I can't think of anything, to tell you the truth, that you guys don't know about me. I've been a pretty open book, I'd say.
I think that's got to be something, right, Anthony?
I mean, that's significant. I don't think anything that's significant.
It doesn't have to be significant, but what's something that we don't know about you?
Oh, what I don't know. 13, I got my first kiss. I don't know if you guys knew that.
There we go. I didn't know that. Did you know that, Anthony?
No.
See, he's been hiding this from us the whole time. 13 and a first kiss. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. You got it exclusively on the Made in Paradise podcast. We had him confess it. You know what it's time for?
No.
Deal talk. Time for deal talk. We're performer crew, John Clark, Darin Fingleton, and Anthony Ferguson. It's our financial activity that sponsors this Made in the Paradise podcast, where we bring you all kinds of talk that used to happen around a desk or a table and will probably do so again. We all live in Costa Rica and sell deals in 26 different countries to 500 different customers. If you have a big deal that you need to sell, please reach out. We'd love to talk to you. Today, we're going to talk about Dream Valley cooling blankets. Now, cooling has recently become a big thing, right? So we've got blankets that adjust to your body temperature to keep you feeling just right. These use a NASA technology, if you can believe that, Darin. And we're going to pull up the Amazon just in a minute. But these cooling blankets retail from $99 to $199, depending upon the size, right? Twin, full, queen, and king. We have a closeout on these, 25,339 units. The queen and king are $19. The twin and full are $17. Darin, pull up the let's pull up the screen here.
You want
take a look at the Amazon listing? Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Yeah, give me 1 second. There we go.
Can you switch it back into dollars instead of Costa Rican currency?
You got to give me 1 second.
All right, so he's going to take a second to do that. And meanwhile, I'm going to show you, this is the actual packaging on these blankets, which they have a beautiful hang tag and they have a ribbon tie. They're in this sealed, vacuum sealed bag. You can see those there. And then that bag is inside this box. You can see the ASIN number tag there on the end. These are restricted, cannot be sold on Amazon. Dream Valley cooling blankets. We have 25,339 units. The king and queen are $19. The twin and full are $17. We have been 3 different FOB points, California, New Jersey, and Texas, completely manifested. They are in several different colors. So we'll send that to you. Our information is down below. Reach out to us by WhatsApp or email. We would love to send you this manifest and these photographs if you'd like to have them. Did you ever get there, Darin?
Here's that Amazon. Yep, I'm putting it up on the stage now.
Okay, as you can see it right there at $119. Right, 4.3 stars, 333 reviews. NASA grade space technology. Cooling blanket for hot sleepers with night sweats. Anthony, are you a hot sleeper?
I'm a hot sleeper.
Are you?
Yes.
Maybe you need NASA technology to cure your hot sleeping.
Well, I'm just curious now if that would actually work down here, because I didn't sleep with a blanket on for, I think, half the night last night. I just had the fan blown on me.
That's true. I can sleep with a blanket no matter if it's a sunny day or a rainy day.
Doesn't matter. You're from down here.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Right. I can sleep with a blanket. No problem. By the way, I need a blanket to sleep. Otherwise, I can't.
All right. Well, Darin, buying Anthony a blanket for his birthday. The Dream Valley Outlast Deep Sleep Cooling Comforters with NASA technology. We'd love to send you that manifest. Thanks for watching the Made in Paradise podcast. I'm John Clark, along with Darin Fingleton and Anthony Ferguson. We're the Proven Performer crew, and we would love to talk to you about a big closeout deal. Until tomorrow, have a great day. We'll see you then.
Like and subscribe.